Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Royal Instinct. Today we're going to be watching a video by Rian Doris, who will be talking about how to do 1 month's productivity in one day, how to finish 1 month work today. He is promising the world. Let's see if he can deliver. There's a lot of productivity content online. People are looking for ways how to do more in quicker time. How to produce more, how to squeeze more out of a second, a minute, an hour, a day. Okay. Why is that? People may be feeling the pressure. They are in competition with each other. They realize that they to get ahead, that they need to do more. They need to put in the more hours. However, if you also speak to people, they are the most busiest that they've ever been, right? So not only, like, whereas like 30, 40 years ago, it was okay for you to just have a 9 to 5, provide for a family, and have a house. Now, just to have, a one-bedroom flat, one-bedroom apartment somewhere, you need, not only do you need to work a 9 to 5, you need to put in the extra hours and do overtime. And then on top of that, if you're not doing at least two side hustles, you are looked down upon. Society will spit on you unless you are hustling. If you sleep, more than 5 hours, like most entrepreneurs will be disgusted at you. You know, David Goggins will literally come into your room and punch you in the face. Um, anyone you speak to, they will just degrade you. They'll take their cock out and piss in your face. They will slap you about, just for trying to take a 30-minute nap in between your shifts, from work to Chipotle. Okay. Um, why is that? People want to make money. People need more and more and more because everything is getting more and more expensive. And AI is here. AI will be able to outwork you. It doesn't matter what productivity hack you take, AI will outcompete you. AI will leave you behind because AI doesn't take any breaks. It doesn't take a piss break, it doesn't take a cigarette break or coffee break. It doesn't eat, it doesn't sleep, it doesn't socialize. All it does is work. And if you're a human, if you're just a mere mortal, how the fuck can you compete with that? If I was an employer, and I was looking at my employees, there's no personal connection there. There's no more loyalty. They're easily got rid of. Before you might feel sorry for someone, be like, oh, Paul down the road, we're not going to fire him. He's got family to provide for. People don't have families anymore. People have children, and then they get divorced, and then they get separated. That's if you lucky enough to procreate, to reproduce. Most people are sexless. Most people do not have children anymore. And it is looking like a bleak future. And so, what can you do if AI will take your job? Well, that is what we are doing here on Royal Instinct. This is a bat signal. I am sending the message out into the universe. I am collecting 100 people who understand what is happening in the world, who believe it is their destiny to become great. It is their destiny to be a king. They are of royal descent and they want to establish their kingdom, be seen as a king, and live life at the top. Okay. If you believe that you are one of these 100 people, reach out to me. We will build your kingdom together. We will establish my kingdom. We will build alongside each other. We'll fight alongside each other and the 100 Kings, the royal network that we are building. We will together, 100 of us, rise to the top. We will be friends with other kings, 100 kings, all living simultaneously, kingdoms side by side, protecting each other, who will have each other's back, be loyal to one another, and dethrone the evil people in the world, dethrone the fakes in the world, and become the new de facto ruling class. I don't know much about this Rian Doris guy. Let's see if he's legit. Let's see if his advice is any good. The only thing, that the only way you can outcompete AI, and you only have a few years left before even that window closes, is that you can start producing content. You can be seen as somebody who is relevant online. establish a following, become famous, be seen as a point of authority. And the way we do that is we find what you are passionate about, what you are infused about, something that you can work at 24/7 without taking breaks, something that feels natural to you. And I will help you become a 24-hour content creating machine. Okay. You will be able to become a charismatic leader, a charismatic speaker, and you will rise to the top in the thing that you are most interested in. Sometimes clients come to me and they want to understand, what is my passion. I don't know what I'm passionate about, and then we have to kind of, do a little background check, do a little digging into their past. We sit down together and we brainstorm what it is that they could put their mind to use, put their time to use to build an audience, to rise to the top and be seen as the king that they are. Okay. But yeah, let's get into the video. Let's see what Ryan has to say.
Imagine completing a month's worth of
just the body language in his video that just to me already comes off very inauthentic. Is that he's always moving. He's like, oh, by the way, imagine doing 1 month of work. Like, you know, if someone's like moving about too much and fidgeting, it kind of, it sends out the message to me. It's a bit, there's like a little bit of nervous energy to him, I guess. The smile's a little bit sleazy. It just gives off a random vibe. He's trying to be like every other YouTuber out there, pretty much.
Work before dinner. Sounds ridiculous, right? Well, the science shows there's an unconventional but proven way to actually do this, and it's the ultimate hack for peak performance and work.
The ultimate hack, right? You've been fucking around in life for the whole of your life, because you didn't have this one hack. Hacks are shit. Hacks are a band-aid to a bigger problem. We want to create content producers who are authentic, who it is natural for them to speak on their subject. We don't need a hack. We don't need a band-aid. We don't need no magic pill to achieve our goals. Our goals should come from our natural curiosities. Our goals should come from our natural personalities, our natural being. And all you have to do is unleash the fears that are holding you back to show the world your true charisma, your true essence, your true personality.
Life balance, and it will permanently redefine what productivity actually means to you. Now, I'm Rian Doris,
I don't get why. Like, imagine if I was sitting here and I was like coming in and out. Like, you know what I mean? It's also like he's trying to hypnotize you. And you can never trust a fucking hypnotist. First of all, it's like it's just a really weird, negative, creepy energy that this guy's got. And he was on TED Talk. I don't know if are people still impressed by people who do TED Talks. TED Talks were really cool. Like, I remember like that 10, 15 years ago. But it's like now, like anyone can get on the fucking TED Talk. Like TED Talks used to be in like big cities like New York, London, Milan. Now it's like any old town are allowed to host a TED Talk. It seems like. Rian Doris, co-founder and CEO, Flow Research Collective.
Founder and CEO of the Flow Research Collective, we've used neuroscience-based principles to train everyone from Audi, Accenture, to the US Air Force to access states of flow.
Yeah, he's got a lot of credentials apparently. But are you gonna fact check him? Like I could sit here, I could be talking like, yeah, I spoke to the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia. I spoke to Prince William the other day. Are you gonna fact check me? Do you know what I mean? Anyone can and will. I think it was like that guy, that Jay Shetty guy. He got caught out for saying that his course is like a university degree, and he tried to sign his name onto a legit university, and then when it was on his website, and then when they contacted him, when they contacted the university to confirm this, they had no idea who this guy was. They did not have no idea what this course was. They were very upset by him having their name on their website, and I think they contacted him to have it removed. So yeah, just don't believe if anyone says anything. Just don't believe it.
at will. It turns out there's a neuroscience-based protocol to compress 30 days of output into 11 hours.
Right, okay. I mean, if he said a week's worth of work in 3 days, I can believe it. 5 days worth of work in 1 day, yeah, I can see it. 30 days of productivity in 1 day, okay. I mean, first of all, if that was the case, if he had the magic pill, right, to do that, he would be a trillionaire, okay, because you're literally tapping into machine level productivity, machine level cognitive abilities there, okay. So already, just because he's got a fancy diagram and a fancy clock and a fancy little calendar, he's trying to put you in a trance. He's trying to hypnotize you into not questioning what he's about to say.
I'm going to break that down for you in a moment. This is a protocol you can run to take yourself to an intentionally unsustainable extreme.
Just that hand movement. Like he's doing the Illuminati hand symbol. Do you know what I mean? The 666. But even that, the way he's speaking, it's just like, all right, mate. I clicked on your video to watch it. Like, you don't have to now become a dancing monkey all the fucking time.
With the benefit of knowing that it's temporary and that it's time bound, so that you can produce an extreme result, a month's worth of work, progress.
Even the way he says it, a month's worth of work. Do you get what I mean? It's like he's trying too much, and he's not doing enough. Telling me what the fucking thing is. Like, literally, just tell me what the thing is first.
Achievement in a single day. It's an Olympian-level feat, challenging.
Olympian-level feat. So an Olympian will work from childhood, his whole life, her whole life, to get to become good enough to be considered for the Olympics, and then has to perform at an elite level to win an Olympic medal, to place at a Olympic event. A whole lifetime worth of work. But he apparently has the magic pill, so you can shortcut that by 30 times over, right? So you should be able to, with his method, be able to achieve Olympic level results, right? There was a picture of Messi, right, the greatest footballer ever, arguably, but you can do what he achieved, right? He won the World Cup late in his career, right? So he was 35, right? But he would have done it. So by his measurement, you're doing a year's worth of work, right? And I mean, you're just cramming in. You don't need the way Messi done it, the way these Olympic athletes done it. They were just dumb. They didn't know what the fuck they were doing. They wasted their time. So you'll be able to achieve Olympic level results 30 times quicker than an actual Olympian.
To pull off, but doable. And it's called the 1 month day. I'll never forget my first 1 month day. I was temporary.
The 1 month day. Okay. Let's do a little bit of calculations here. Okay. So the 1 month day, there are 12 months in a year. So that means in 12 days time, you'll be able to achieve what you can in a week. So that's 365 days in 1 year divided by 12. You can do 30 years worth of work in 1 year, okay, with this method. So Messi won the World Cup at age 35, I believe, 36, possibly. So it took him it would have taken him 2 years worth of work to achieve that goal, but really it took Messi 36 years. But with this secret method that he's got, right? And remember, he's the one who showed us Olympian athletes, who showed us Lionel Messi winning the World Cup, and now he's boasting that you can do a month's worth of work in 1 day. What is the method, Rian?
Living in New York, working on my master's in applied neuroscience. I did everything I'm about to break down in this video. I managed to write half of the thesis in 1 day, proofread it, convert it into the necessary academic format, and submit the thing. And I left the library high as a kite, finished
High as a kite. Could that be the secret ingredient? Is he doping? Is he using some sort of mind stimulating drugs? Is he using Adderall? Is he using what's the other one? Modafinil. Is he secretly doping and then passing off his results down to his secret method? Let's see what he has to say. And I just like that he's holding an imaginary teacup. You know, it looks like would you like to know how I do 1 month's worth of work in one day? Like, what is going on, Rian?
At 11:30 p.m. on a Friday, and couldn't believe I had done it all and was able to take the whole weekend off. It was a heavenly.
So hang on. You do 1 month's worth of work in one day. And you couldn't believe you figured out how to do it. And the first thing you do is now you go and party with your friends. What, like, mate, you've got a fucking $1 trillion idea here. Like, spill the beans. Tell me what it is you're doing.
Feeling. Ever since, the 1 month day has been an indispensable part of my peak performance toolkit. But before I break down how to execute the 1 month day, how is it possible to accomplish a month's worth of work in a single day? Well, let's run the math. Research suggests that the average knowledge worker does real work for only 2 points.
Hang on. I thought he's now citing research, but the method that you discovered that you said you came up by yourself. The experience is anecdotal. Why are you now bringing some random research into it? I don't know. It looks like he is wishy-washing his way into making you watch longer, because everyone would like to do a month's worth of work in one day. Everyone, okay? But he has not told us what it is he's doing. Tell us the fucking answer.
0.3 hours per day, or about 46 hours per month. In contrast, research done by McKinsey has shown that executives can increase their productivity by up to 500% when in a flow state at work. Psychologists.
So we need to get into a flow state, and he is now citing the author of a book called Flow, Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi, I believe his name is.
Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi describes flow as a state
I was close.
in which people are so involved in an activity that nothing.
I believe the research also states that you can only be in a flow for 90 minutes to 2 hours before you kind of just cycle out of it. So if he's telling you that he was in a flow state for 24 hours, I highly doubt it, because now, since you are quoting the research, Rion, you can't hide away from the facts.
External seems to matter. A characteristic of the flow state is a potent mix of brain chemicals: dopamine, norepinephrine, endorphins, anandamide, and serotonin.
Okay, now you're just telling us what the brain chemistry is, but let's skip forward a bit. Let's see, maybe later on in the video he told us what the secret was that he wants to tell us.
To mind to accomplish during your 1 month day. Okay, now that you've got that thing in mind, we need to convert that outcome into what's called a clear goal. And Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi's research on.
Hang on. Clear goal. You're telling me you have to be more productive. Like, why are you now speaking about goal setting? We already know what the goal is, because we've already got that plan, but we're trying to condense that goal's work into one day. So why are we now starting at the basics here? Like, I don't get what's going on.
In flow state, Csikszentmihalyi identified several preconditions that cause flow to emerge.
So hang on, did Csikszentmihalyi come up with this, or did you, Ryan?
And again, these are called flow triggers.
Okay, let's
process as if you're preparing for a 3 a.m. flight, where every detail is planned out the night before. Your bags are packed, you're checked in for the flight, your boarding pass and passport.
I'm sorry, if you ever been to a fucking airport, most people are totally chaotic when it goes to them having a trip and having to go to the airport. So having every little step detailed, planned, that's bullshit. Again, it's we're in this video, and not much has been said.
Pour it already in your pocket, and you have a ride to get to the airport. That's the level of preparation needed to truly pull off a 1 month day. The next step for clearing cognitive load is to wrap up all loose ends. Go through all your texts, respond to every.
So hang on, it needs to be so precise that basically it will take you 29 days of planning, right, for you to have the one perfect day of productivity. To me, it just sounds like mental masturbation. To me, it sounds like just over procrastination, hyper procrastination. I can't be asked to listen to this guy anymore. Let's give him one last chance, okay? Let's skip towards the end more. Maybe he'll tell us what the answer is there.
Embed the external flow trigger of high consequences. As action sports athletes can attest, a high consequence environment demands that we summon a higher degree of skill and focus than what is typically required. In the brain, the higher consequence flow trigger activates the amygdala, which processes.
So he wants you to have a high consequence brain trigger. Okay, so literally he's gonna fucking get a gun, stick it to your head, and he will blow your brains out if you do not execute 1 month's worth of work in one day. I'm done with this guy. We wasted a lot of time discussing him. He has come up with nothing. He has promised the world and delivered nothing. The point of this video was to showcase you that a lot of people are bullshitting you. A lot of people are spreading false messages. If you want to live life on easy mode, if you want to work life that is easily achieved, that you can work at something without having to fucking literally sacrifice your body, sacrifice your brains, lie about doing a month's worth of work in one day. What you want to do is consistently work every day at something, and as time goes by, you will achieve greater and greater results. Here at Royal Instinct, what we do is we become content creators. We make videos around something that we are passionate about, something that we are interested in, and we become charismatic communicators in that field. We become content creating machines, and because we are passionate about it, because we're interested about it, the work comes easy. The ability to produce content is very simple for us. It doesn't require a lot of willpower. It doesn't require a lot of grit. It just requires a fully functioning brain, which I hope most of you have. Even if you've got a half functioning brain, I think that will be enough for you to become successful. I mean, all you gotta do is just jump online on YouTube, on Instagram, and see how many dummies are making cash online. If you want to become filthy rich, if you want to be seen as a king, if you want to become a king, if you want to rise to the top, then reach out to me and let's see if we can work together. But for everybody else, that is it. And I hope to see you later.